What you're looking at isn't the trailer for the next Blade Runner movie or a CGI pitch for some sci-fi video game. It's real, or at least it was meant to be. A city designed to compress the footprint of a traditional metropolis into a single vertical corridor to protect and enhance nature. A mirrored wall stretching 170 kilometers across the desert, where travel from end to end would take just 20 minutes. Fully automated services powered by AI. A temperate microclimate in the middle of the desert. This is the line, the centerpiece of Saudi Arabia's futuristic megaproject. But 4 years since its grand unveiling, reality has hit hard. Not because it was scaled back to 300,000 residents and 2.4 kilometers pilot segment. That news is old. But because Saudi Arabia just announced that it has officially begun pulling the $925 billion sovereign wealth fund away from the project. Recent aerial photos showed the world's largest earthworks operation. Trenches cut across the desert. But now, the same trenches would turn into graves for the project. They thought they could build anything with money, except a place the world truly wanted to live in. So here's the question. Why did Mohammed bin Salman's trillion-dollar dream collapse? Was it money, mismanagement, or something deeper? In 2015, King Salman ascended the throne after the death of his brother. But real power fell to his 29-year-old son, Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS. Almost overnight, MBS consolidated control. He became prime minister, head of economic affairs, and soon the de facto ruler. His early moves, launching a war in Yemen, and later detaining billionaires in the 2017 Ritz-Carlton purge, revealed a ruthless, top-down vision for Saudi Arabia's future. Confronted with the fragility of an economy built almost entirely on oil, MBS unveiled his masterstroke, Vision 2030, a blueprint to diversify the economy, modernize society, and reduce reliance on oil. Soon he was proven right about the risk when in 2020 oil prices went negative for the first time in history. The plan rested on developing gigaprojects like NEOM and showcasing societal reforms to attract foreign investments. Fast forward to today. Some progress is undeniable. Non-oil GDP has risen to 50%, up from 40% in 2016. Youth flock to festivals like MDL Beast, where 400,000 partied in Riyadh last year. Hosts Formula One races and comedy festivals with American stars. Above all, credit where it's due. Women's rights reforms have been historic. Women drive, travel without guardians, and make up over a third of the workforce. These are the kinds of changes this channel exists to celebrate and demand more of. But behind the headlines were cracks, already visible to keen observers. At the heart of NEOM was the line, a 500-meter tall, 200-meter wide, mirrored city with no cars, powered by AI. But after 4 years, all it had to show for it was just trenches and a single concrete factory. And this hyper-futuristic vision had already costed thousands of local residents their homes. Saudi forces were ordered to kill anyone resisting eviction. Construction emissions alone could release 1.8 gigatons of CO2, more than most countries produce in a decade. On top of that, executions had surged to record level in 2025. Activists like Lujain al-Hathlal faced restrictions for tweets labeled digital terrorism. Migrant workers recruited under the kafala system often faced severe exploitation and abuse. In some cases, individuals like Edlin vanished without a trace, leaving families desperate for answers. Women were sexually harassed, countless workers were left broken and forgotten. This was the kingdom's great paradox. Rapid top-down modernization paired with old-school authoritarianism. If it all sounded like Dubai, that's no accident. Dubai reinvented itself from a Gulf port into a global hub, drawing more tourists than London, with free zones, tax breaks, and common law courts. But Saudi's model was different. Dubai relied on private firms chasing profit. Saudi centralized everything under the PIF. Build first, find investors later. And unlike Dubai, even with recent codifications like the Civil Transactions Law, Saudi's Sharia-based system still allowed judicial discretion and royal influence to override contracts. Many companies signed flashy memorandums in Riyadh, but still kept their actual headquarters in Dubai, where the rules were clearer. And that was Saudi's biggest challenge. It was not engineering, it was trust. Why would innovators choose the line over Singapore's rule of law? Why would families leave Dubai's stability or Europe's freedom for an untested vision in the desert? At its core, it was a race against oil. For MBS, these weren't just projects. They were an identity shift, proof that Saudi Arabia could leap from the medieval past into a sci-fi future. Hence, MBS had bet on oil prices staying above $100 per barrel. Instead, 2025 averaged around $70. Saudi's break-even was closer to $91, and with PIF's gigaproject spending, it was as high as $112. This drove deficits up to $75 billion. And recently, Wall Street Journal reported the line's cost could hit $8.8 trillion, up from official estimates of $500 billion. The math simply didn't add up, and trust remained fragile, as repression still persisted beneath the glittering surface. The funding reallocation wasn't a surprise. It was the inevitable nail in the coffin. So where does Saudi Arabia go from here? The fall of the line isn't the end of Vision 2030. It's a reminder that no nation, no matter how rich, can buy its way past trust, freedom, or basic human rights. Because in the end, the future isn't built with money. It's built with people. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, and if you want more, hit subscribe. Tell me what you think of Saudi Arabia's pivot in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you next time.